Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Sporia Campaign. Last time, we went to war with Getia and her march, and conquered 3 provinces, Muradava, Clepia, and Zargadava. With the addition of this new southeastern realm, our nation has expanded from coast to coast. Our homeland on the Baltic coastline now is continuous all the way to the Black Sea coastline. And with this expansion, we have firmly entered into the Scythia region, and more expansion is coming soon. That will involve a war with Scythia, which I will talk about in a moment, but first, as a quick check on how we're looking compared to some of our recent rivals and dangers, Getia has lost quite a bit of population. Most of their core population is admittedly still under their control. They have, let's just say, around 100 core pops that they're drawing their levy from. But we have about 300 plus that we're drawing from, and we may have some more Sporix that are not Wayra. I think most of our Sporix, though, are Wayra. So our levy is coming from a 315 Wayra Sporix. We, I think, pretty roundly surpass Getia at this point, and I don't think they're going to recover. So we can definitely say that we have overcome the initial dangers posed to us by Getia, a long-time prospective danger in this campaign. So that closes out our conflicts with Getia for quite a while. I will eventually enter into Dacian. I think Getia is going to probably still be around by that time, but Dacia is not a priority right now. I want to get Scythia and then Bersenthia first, and then potentially Dacian next. We'll see what the situation calls for. But nonetheless, the real the real danger now is actually going to be Scythia, the tag. Scythia has 457 total pops, of which about 200 are Scythian. I'm rounding up because they've got 4 Hellenic Scythians down there in the list, and potentially more that I can't see. Now, we don't know if they've integrated any other cultures. If they have integrated the Sarmatians, Scythia has a slight levy advantage over me. Or even if they've integrated the Bosphorans, they're roughly the same as me. So it's hard to say for sure exactly what the situation is. But we either have a roughly 1/3 levy strength advantage on paper over Scythia, or we're roughly equal. We are, of course, much larger than Scythia, but Scythia starts with more population than we do. Now, the other thing to keep in mind with Scythia is that the actual Scythians have a large horse archer focus. And the Scythian country also has a horse archer focus with a discipline bonus. Horse archers aren't necessarily as powerful as they became historically. They're not really during this period. But it should be noted that horse archers militarily actually counter my main unit type, which is light infantry. We are a tribal country in the forests of the Baltics. Most of our forces are lightly armored barbarian-style fighters, and horse archers have a powerful defense against light infantry. The damage they take from light infantry is much lower, and I can't see the horse archer modifiers in this interface. I need to check mercs for that. But the only unit type that I really have a lot of, which seems to be a counter to horse archers, is actually light cavalry, who have a damage bonus versus horse archers. If I go over to the mercenary map mode, we can see that horse archers do actually have an offensive bonus as well against light infantry, and against spearmen, one of my other main types, and against archers, one of my other main types. So even though the numbers look good on paper, and they may at least look on parity on paper, we do have a problem, because horse archers are reliably checking many of my unit types. And this is why I'm not as enthusiastic about a direct war Scythia super soon, on top of also wanting to let my AE calm down and kind of working with my large population I have now, which can continually be strengthened. Now, keeping in mind, of course, we're on very hard difficulty, there's also the aspect of the morale differences. And Scythia, with full morale, will surpass my morale no matter what I do. Now, Scythia doesn't have any military tech. Like me, they don't really have a lot of research production. So we can expect that things will be fairly even, but they are running martial ethos. I mean, as am I, of course. And depending on what traditions they've gotten, they may have levels of morale on top of the horse archer discipline that I just can't really match, which means we have to, like with most of our wars, overwhelm them with sheer numbers of units. as opposed to having some sort of equal advantage and then having higher quality armies. So all things considered, even though it seems as though I am strong enough to fight Scythia right now, and I probably could pull it off, especially with some mercenary support, I'm a little bit more hesitant than against Getia. Getia did have a more serious military force, as we saw last episode, which almost actually unmade my invasion as they successfully countered my operations. They are no longer a serious threat from here on out, but if I struggled a bit against Getia, I'm going to struggle much more against Scythia, no matter what planning I do here. So really, before we go after Scythia, who is probably our next target, I need to do some more migrations and internal pop management to strengthen my levy even more, as well as recovering my manpower. Now at this point, I think we're good to go ahead and unpause here. I don't think I need to do anything else during this, on this day while we're paused. Let me just quickly check as well. Let's see here. Okay, so it's May of 478. I'm probably going to save... Well, hold on. How much PI is it? It's 50 PI right now, I think, right? Yeah, I think it is 50 PI. Okay, so let's go ahead and resume on speed 4. Let's see. I should probably do... I should get some migrations going, actually. I have enough stability to make this work. Okay, from where do I do it, though, is the question. I've got a number of extra Germans who have shown up around here for some reason. Okay, this is going to be a little bit messy. Yeah, I've got tons of sporks that I just parked up here. Let's get a migration going from... I mean, from Rugium would be perfect, because it already has such a large population to work with. Okay, so we've currently got here 5 sporks, 4 Guthonics. Okay. Let's see here. I have some others I can bring in too. Irminoic, Eistian as well. Another Eistian. Okay, so 2, 2. Or wait, hold on. I can just do it like this. 4, 2. Any other Eistian, any other non-Guthonics I can reach right now? This place is now... Yeah, these places... Yeah, this place became loyal kind of recently, so I can do pop management up here now. It's not from Rugium. Anybody else, though? Yeah, Mandalic. You guys go up to Rugium from Turcolingia. Okay. Alright, so we can pull off a pretty efficient migration up here with a bunch of these random remaining non-sporks from this area from my last couple migrations. Address. Okay, let's see here. I need 2 more sporks, 1 more Guthonic. Okay. Okay, here we go. Wait, hold on. I didn't think this through. I need more Weira. Right, okay. What do we have here? Ah, I'm almost there. Okay. This will be slightly less efficient, but it'll be alright. Let's see here. You look at this conversion rate. If I wasn't doing things like this, 0.06% per month. All right. Yeah, this is why I'm playing the migration meta. It's just this style of gameplay. It's so fun, and it feels like it wasn't even intended. Like, this doesn't feel like a gameplay style that they really thought through the large scale implications of. When a insane min-maxer like me plays the game just using this mechanic to like power scale their entire population, in this way. But it's been really fun to kind of break the game like this. All right, let's bring one more Sporic slave in, and then move a Sporic tribesman out of Rugium. Just to be... Wait, that's not what I needed to do. I need to move out a non-Sporic. Right, okay. Move out a non-Sporic from Rugium. I guess specifically move out a... Let's move out the Irmin Nonik down to here from Rugium. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so we've got 19 migrators to work with here. Where do they need to go? Probably over here, but I could... There's an argument for also redistributing some more population into my core, as at the moment, most of my territories are not very productive at all. Yeah, there is an argument for that, to be sure. I think for now, it's worth it to continue chaining our population. We can move tribesmen around with money if we really want to. All right, so let's continue getting things cleaned up over here. Let's see here. I kind of want to set up another departure point. I can bring over... I can drop off some migrators to help with that. If I have... Let's see here. I think... Cariniana is a really good spot because it borders multiple provinces. So let's move into Compia. Let's move in one Guthonic from Ugum. Let's move in one Guthonic from Lemovinia. Or Lemoviana, I should say. So the Istian, that's a noble. Why is there an Istian noble in Skyria Rugia? What in the actual world is this? Like, what? Did Istia... Is this native Istian land? Isn't this... Huh? What's an Istian doing west of the Vistula? And you're a noble? What is going on over here? Okay. Well, I don't know what to make of that, but that's bizarre. Or, well, I can't move that guy, so... Alright. What in the world? Alright, we'll move the Guthonic over. And then, let's see. That is everyone that I can move. And now, let's move all those guys into Cariana from Compia. Alright, and then in here, move over the Vandal from Turcolingia. Alright, the Vandals from Sergium as well. Oh, those are citizens. I can't move them. Never mind. Guthon. I can move one... No, that's a freeman. Okay, I can't move anyone from Helveconia. Let me just drop off one more Sporic over here. And then 2 Sporics over here, just to get local dominance for now. Okay, what do we have now? We can get some more. Bring over the Vandal from... Actually, I'll move them from here. Alright, so let's bring people in. Irminoic from Buguntia. 3 Vandals from Monimia. I guess 2 Vandals that I can move over. Alright, Vindua. Elysia. Elysiana. I may have enough now. Let's bring these people in, see what we're looking at. All right, Buguntia. Okay. Right, let's see here. 8 Mandals. 8 plus 8. 16 is too much. I need to lose some of these Vandals. Let's bring some of the Vandals back over to Bunkuntiana. Let's bring the tribesmen back over. Alright, 5 and 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. Yeah, we can do a 9 and 11 split here, but 9 Sporks and then 11 non-Sporks. That's probably the best we're going to get. Unless we get more Irminoics. I could do 4, 4, and 4. That'd be 12. I could do a 12 and 8 split. I just need to get 3 more Irminoics, which I probably have around here somewhere. Maybe? Maybe not, actually. Maybe, actually. Yeah, I think I have enough Irminoics if I'm really, really dedicated to this. And I am, in fact, very dedicated to this. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah. I see. Okay, never mind. We're not going to be able to pull it off right now. A 9 and 11 split is fine. All right, so let's drop off 8 Sporks, and we'll be good to go. Okay, perfect. Okay. And then, once we do that, we can then... I may actually just bring over the rest of these guys here and not settle them, and just have them move with the migrators I raised from Cariniana, and then I'll have a pretty huge stack to redistribute as needed. Alright. Let us proceed. Speed 4. Looks good. Huh? Oh. Oh, okay, I was about to say. Oh, okay, it's 4K total. There's 8 cohorts. I was about to say, where did my other 8 cohorts go? Did they settle in place, or like, what happened? Okay, yeah, that's right. Alright. Oh, wait a minute. Huh? Okay, it's just a monthly tick, it'll update. I hope it'll update on the monthly tick. Yeah, I don't know. I literally just dealt with this a second ago. Why did I forget about this? Alright, I'm just gonna move 2 Twistics out. I don't really need to have it be 20 necessarily. I don't think it makes sense to move 2 Sporks in, unless I have lots of Sporks right nearby. I mean, I guess I can just move 2 from Iadua. I'll just move 2 in from Iadua. Alright, I'll move the extra guys down here for future migration. Let's move some of these guys that are going to be less common around there. Alright, let's get these guys... Well... Okay, let's get the migration going now. Okay. And now I've got this 27... So I got 13.5k ready to go as a stack. Let's get these guys finished off here, and then I will evaluate the situation. Okay, this can just be cleaned up with... Okay, so let's see here. We are looking at... Well, everyone's raised right now, so it doesn't really show me fully. But I can actually count this. So 27, all these guys are going to be Sporks, which means we now have 308 plus 27. Let's see, that's 7 plus 8 is 15, so 315, 325, I think. No. 335 Wayra Sporks. It's pretty good. Alright, let's see. I think we have enough sporks that I can reliably just bring all these guys over here, honestly. Yeah, I'm just going to bring them all over here. Plus, this will help with the loyalty situation over here, which is not in great shape, it should be said. Okay, while they're moving around, let's get, well... Yeah, you know what? I do have enough here that I may want to set up one future migration. I don't think I'll do it right now, but I'll set up one more future migration that brings people in around Elysia. I think Helveconia and Rugia are probably fine now, but Elysia, I could maybe doing it here. Yeah, probably doing it here. So let's see here. Yeah, because over here it's still disloyal. Yeah, it's almost, well, it's getting there slowly. Okay, let's see here. 4 and 3. Four, 3, and 5. Okay. 12 total. Vandal from Manimia. Okay. That's a Freeman, never mind. Buguntia. Okay. Any more Vandals? Yeah, a number more. Okay. 7 sporks. No, but then I keep forgetting about the religion issue. Yeah. Okay. Let me. I can't move them in here because of the loyalty. That's really annoying. Let me move some back. Let's see. Yeah, I'll need. Unfortunately, 11's the most efficient migration I can do because of the religion issue. So, I'll need to move back a few. Actually, should I actually bring more sporks over, or should I? I think I should bring more sporks over from the area. Sorry, let's just bring over from Elysia. Okay, so now we are at 7. Let's see here. Okay, lose 3, gain 4. Okay. Okay, Vandal. Yeah, it's annoying. Okay. Let's wait for the tick. Maybe it'll change on the tick. No, it's still twistic. Of course, alright. That's really annoying. Alright. This is now a min-maxed migration departure point. We may just resettle some of these sporks in the area to add more population for later. But for now, let's continue our efforts over here. Okay. Let me go drop off 3 Sporics over here. I can just fix this one right now. From Sofa. That's where Sporic. Okay. Let's see here. You guys continue along over here. Horses escaping. Terrible news from nowhere. It seems that one of our stable hands forgot to close the gate before falling asleep. When the idiot woke up, every single horse on the farm had escaped. There's no doubt the animals have made it to the Badlands at this point. A total loss. Curse is gone, we can do nothing. I don't really... Do I need horses for something? I don't know why I would bother with that. It's not like I have calves in a legion or something. I just have levies. Okay. You two settle here. Okay. And then the rest of you head on down here, and we'll get to work. I think for now the best thing to do is just to kind of distribute these 22 cohorts fairly evenly, just to add more Sporic population. I don't really think I have the stability to start doing hardcore chaining down here. Not right away, at least. So let's be measured about this. Also, I may actually, incredibly, have enough PI to do a law change as well as a divine sacrifice. This was May, right? Yeah, I may wait for the divine sacrifice first because that needs to happen first, but I could also do a law change. There's a number of laws that I'd like to do. The real issue, though, is the 15 stability. Closed society could be really good, although I think most of my Sporics are pretty much happiness capped. Well, maybe not, actually. Yeah, 92%. Interesting. Oh, is it because I have... Oh, it's because I have Vilcos. This would let me keep on Vilcos, though, which would be good, and stay at the happiness cap. That would be worth it. What else can we do here? Manpower cover speed. Okay, okay. Some pretty good stuff over here. Morale of armies plus 5% permanently would, and war exhaustion loss would be quite nice. Rightful Dominion's also really good. 10% enslavement efficiency. It's pretty strong. And then slave output's obviously good for tax purposes. Yeah. Pretty good stuff. I could also, I skipped over this before, 12% output is pretty wild to the extent that I think it might be better than 10% tax. It would at least be, it would be competitive with 10% tax because pretty much all of, in fact, almost all of my tax comes from tribesmen. And it would also affect manpower, which we should not overlook. I'll give it some thought. The main issue is the stability. I just don't really have the stability available to do a law change, even though I may have the PI available for it. And changing a god is just stability, right? Yeah, it is. Oh, Lydia. Hold on. Oh, Lydia is back? They may have been here before, but interesting. Alright. I don't know why they keep hiring mercs from these areas, but I guess there are a number of mercenary companies who live around here, so maybe it's not too surprising. It'll probably be June before that becomes available. Alright, let's figure out what we're doing here. So, I think I can just fix this with movement. Actually, I cannot. Alright, I need to move one. Well, maybe I can, actually. Hold on. Yeah, let me send one migrator back up here. Okay. Alright, so pretty much, except for Ad Verdicum, which for some reason has a number of sporks here, everything else needs some attention to get things resolved. I think probably we need to do this province by province. So let's start by trying to get Muradava flipped to Sporic and Weira. Yeah. What happened up here? Okay, I'll need to deal with that later. Okay, let's see. Let's bring everybody into Miram because it borders the 3 provinces. So, from Confluentia Subcarpathia. Can't move that guy. And then we'll just make the movements as we need to do them. 2 up here. Certhians. Mad Verdicum. Alright. Klepidava. Let's move over the slave. Gedian, move over from Muradava, the slave again. Need to do 2 there. Let's move over the Gedian from Leptidava. Okay. We have quite a bit of diversity over here now. That's at 9. 11 and 9 would be enough. And then we'd also be turning at least 1 noble into a tribesman, which would be convenient. Alright. There we go. Then we'll depart from Miram later. We don't have the PI. We're going to have the stability for it right now. Okay. And then over here... let's bring... I can do the same thing in Volumus. Alright. Alright, so Karzadava. Hold on, wait. I need to actually send over some tribesmen as well to resettle some of these spots. Okay. So we need 2, 2... Actually, just 1, because then I can move it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I need someone for there. Okay. Then you are... I split you away, that's right. I think I'll just settle you in place right here. Okay. Okay, that is everybody resettled. The Sporic, the continuous Spork culture has expanded further in this direction. Oh. Something recalculated. Miram has starving pops. Yeah, I know. I'm aware of the situation. We will attend to that later. Alright. 35 and 34, that is 69 Nice. With Scythia as well. This is not recalculated yet with all the new sporks in Scythia. Should I just do another migration from Miram? Perhaps I should. Yeah, I probably should just do it now. I can do a holy site now? Oh, totally forgot about that. I want to do a holy site in my core, but I really the thing is, it would improve the modifier, so I could get the bonus for one of my good gods, but the city building slot won't be useful. The migration attraction is maybe a little useful. The local tax is nice, though. I should probably do... Weirdly, I should probably do it not at the capital, but at a planned, like, slave location. Especially like a mine or something, where the tax would be a bit more concentrated and valuable. We'll see what I end up doing. Did Scythia lose this? Hold on. Didn't Scythia control this? What's going on over here? Did Scythia or someone? No. That's bizarre. Alright, you know what? Let's just do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. Yeah, a little bit of that. Okay. This is all... It's mostly Sporic, but I can move all the non-Sporks out. Maybe move them back to Miram. But, in fact, let's do that movement now so I know what I'm dealing with here. So, alright, so from there, let's bring over... Oh, wait, no, I can't. Right, that's a Freeman. Can't move that one. I can move that one, though, from Kleptodava. From Sikulo. And from Leptodava. Okay. Alright, let's do Clepia next, I think. So if we... Let's set everybody up in Bradava. So from Miram. Okay. Let's just start distributing everybody. This will be another kind of carpet settlement situation. We'll just move everybody out after. I may make a mistake and put more people in one spot than needed, but we'll see that once everyone finishes moving. The sporks are ready. Okay. And actually, the rest of you just head here for now, because that may be another departure point. Let's wait and see what we're dealing with here. I don't like this. Hey, we got some room here. We can probably get away with this. Also, the forts are going to finish pretty soon. Scholar of the Divine, Dautautus Mantuiltitus, who is just some guy, has by all accounts remained a scholar of the Divine Man for much of his life. It caused some embarrassment, therefore, when he was discovered extorting a local temple to an egregiously unreasonable degree. Before reprimanding Dautautus, it must be said it would be expeditious to our efforts to influence him if we were to brush this under the table. I wish I could get the stability option here. Getting 10 corruption on Skurgrotus right now, it feels like it might be okay because I don't know how much longer I'm going to have him. He's in his mid-50s now, but he's still healthy. And I may have him for a while still. This corruption on the national leader could have some pretty big impacts, so perhaps not. I think I'll go with this. I don't care about this guy's loyalties. This is basically just 21 free PI. I'll take it. Fortresses are done. Very nice. Once everyone finishes moving, we'll take stock. Okay, this all looks good. Let's settle everybody. Okay. And then, what have we here? 3 and 3. I'll settle the rest of you. 9 and 6. Okay, we can definitely get 2. I will need 2 more sporks from somewhere. I think I do have some extra sporks around here somewhere. I do. Surely one more extra spork is around here somewhere. Oh, I've made a terrible error. Wait, no, I've not. I can bring someone in from up here. Plenty of extra sporks for that. Now from Miram. Alright, there we go. Now we just need to get 3 more who are not sporic. Yeah. Okay. From Alatora. From oh my gosh. Any more that are easy? Okay, from Ta. What in the world is this place called? Ta Antifalu? Okay. Egyptians name that one? Very strange. Then from Akronon, I'll bring one over. Alright. Brdava is set up as a migration departure point, but I don't have the stability to do it here yet. So let's just proceed. Oh, you know what? Also, I now can do this. We're in the month of June, so this is not technically... I lost about a half month of uptime, but it's fine. I didn't lose any actual ticks. Alright, Divine Sacrifice is sufficiently performed. We're back up. I was about to say, my stability gain seems a bit low for 27. Or, I mean, for 21. Now we're up to plus 0.17. Okay. Incidentally, 344 Waver Sporks. That's pretty good. And, what was it, 50 PI to do a... I'm in the rare position where I actually could probably do it. Where would I want to do it? Let's find... So again, normally I'd put the holy site in a city location, but here it's like we have to do this weird reverse math where I have to put it somewhere where it's going to have just the local impact matter. Oh, there actually is a holy site over here. Right. I should probably get rid of this at some point. Actually, I don't know if I really need to. I guess it's fine if this is here, because this... I mean, it's for the Twistic God, but I get the territory benefits, so it's no big deal. Which god would I get the actual site for, is the question. Probably Vilkos, to get extra morale. National manpower bonus doesn't hurt either. Yeah, I think that's probably the one I go for. Ovinos for the tribesman output passive bonus wouldn't hurt either, but I think Vilkos is probably a little better overall. Do I have any amazing... Let's see here. Nothing too notable. Alright, do I have any, like, really, really valuable territories? There must be a better way of searching this. Can I search territory tax? A map mode that useful, I assure you, won't be in this game. But no, there's not. I'd have to do the math myself. I mean, it keeps track of the territory tax income on a territory-by-territory basis. I don't know why it can't just give me a map mode for that. Do I have any gold in my lands? I mean, I got this place here, but that might be it. This is my only gold territory. Okay. I should probably set this up as a gold mine. It's also a double mountain pass again. Yeah, Ibadura. I think I've commented before that this was going to be a gold mine, because this, I think, was the capital at one point. I moved the capital away to make room. Let's see here. I do have surplus of stone. I could get the mine under construction. Do I make this one locate. Do I make this spot the holy site? I guess I could do it like that. It's a bit of an. It's kind of in an awkward spot. It's right on the border with another region, but technically, this will probably be one of my best tax locations once all the slaves are here. Although does gold increase local? I don't think it does actually. Because with all the slaves here, there's going to be more tax incidentally, but it doesn't really produce more tax, if that makes sense. That being said, this is still a spot I expect there to be a good amount of... I mean, the migration attraction will be kind of wasted here. I think this is probably one of the better spots for... Unless I do, like, a farm. I mean... I guess the thing is, which kind of resource it is doesn't really matter unless the resource produces local tax. It's actually the presence of the slaves or the tribesmen which produces the tax. So putting it on a gold mine location is still good, but not because it's a gold mine, but because it's a place with a lot of slaves. So it's the way that this logic works out is really strange. Okay, well this is only like this because I'm planning a departure from here. Did I lose a pop already? I think I did. I'll have to fix that later. I built some infrastructure around here, didn't I? Yeah. It's not big. I have not really spent time to get the slave micro going. I think getting this gold mine here is a good thing to get in place. This is also dubious. I may need to... You know what, I will actually switch this over to harsh treatment. Let's clean this up for a little bit. It's getting a little too low. Okay. Do I have... How many slaves do I actually have around here? I got a number kind of spread out all over the place. I think I can probably get enough slaves to make it worth my time to build this mine now. Let's get the mine going. And we'll move some slaves in once it's finished. No need to move them in sooner. I guess I could move them in sooner and then get the holy site going. Although I don't have enough money. I'll have money soon, though. Okay, we'll worry about this later. Alright, let one more tick go by, then let's take a look at our levy strength. The troubling Gen Montitis clan. The Gen Montitis have long been proponents of increasing the central authority of Sporia. They argue that we have waited far too long, and that to build a stronger country, we have to leave some of our tribal roots behind. I beg to differ. Have they been watching the Sporia campaign? I don't think they have been. Speaking at length of all the great things we can do together if we are only willing to band together in larger cities, say no more. City talk is not to be tolerated in this country. Yeah, you can lose. You're really old. I don't think we have too long to worry about you. Get out of here with your talk of cities. Infrastructure in my country, no. Not happening. All right, okay, here we go. So now we've got, let's see here. So 68 plus 10 is 78 total levy strength. It is a little awkwardly split into Scythia, but that's going to be the case no matter what we do. My strategy of pop management kind of necessarily distributes my pop fairly evenly over time. And in the aggregate, we're going to have a very decentralized country with very little pop concentration at any one spot, if I'm doing this right. So that's okay. That is to be expected. Brigare lands. A dispute between the clans of Genwaldus, Mantwaltitis again, and Jargurdus, Mentitis have arisen as both of them want certain valuable land in Brigare. Where's this? It's in Skyria. You just deal with it with each other. I'm not going to favor one over the other for something like that. All right. AE is declining nicely. Very good. Really? Okay. Interesting. Love to see large Armenia. I think I've commented about this before, but always cool to see that. Bactria. Interesting. I shouldn't have looked. Oh no. Okay, I don't love Yonkai being... I mean, I think I've also noted this before, but I don't like Yonkai being in Scythia. Or not in Scythia, but being near Scythia. They're in Tarika now. We may not have too much longer before Yonkai becomes the new main rival of the campaign. I mean, Scythia still is right now, but for how much longer? Perhaps not for much longer. Things could definitely change. Can I see his health from here? Not really. I'll just keep him on there, though. What's the issue now? You know what? Unless I'm going to war, I just don't care. He's ailing. He may not have a lot longer left. I think it's fine. I'm not going to deal with him. He has free hands already as well. I could bribe him, but I don't want to spend PI on him right now. That's fine. I think once I have maybe around 24 stability, I should do a migration from Narhalorum. We're also losing Pops again. I need to move Pops back for that. But I don't want to wait too much longer, and that will resolve my one... yeah, I do have quite a few down here as well. But yeah, this one I need to address, and then one over here as well, but I can wait longer for that. Scythia is at war with Yonkai. Oh my gosh. Scythia. Is this a, it's to take Tarika. That doesn't really tell me much. They're both in Tarika. Who's the aggressor? It says Scythian. I think Scythia might be the aggressor. I can't tell who the aggressor is. Wait, hold on. Amarigia's at war too? Oh wait, there are wars Amarigia over something else. Okay. I'm not sure who the aggressor is in this war, but Scythia maybe be pushing it with if they declared the war. Maybe they're reasoning that they can blockade the strait over here with their ships. Actually, Yonkai actually has a navy, but their navy is probably on the what's this? The Aral Sea? Wait, which one's the Aral Sea? No, this is the Aral Sea. Which one's this one? I don't remember which ocean this is, or which sea this is in modern day. Whichever sea this is. Hold on, I'm checking on Google Maps. I must know. Oh my gosh, give me just a moment. Which ocean is that? Oh, is it the Caspian Sea? Hold on. Yeah, it's the Caspian Sea. Okay. I would never have remembered that one. But either way, I don't know if Yonkai's navies are on the Black Sea. Can they get over from here? They can because of Terra Indomita. Yeah, the major rivers give them a route. They can. This is a river connection over here. So they can technically bring their fleets over, which I like that that's in the mod because it gives people a reason to build ports on these inland seas. And they still connect up with the larger sort of ocean system of the game. Either way, this is a pretty huge war. Kind of a battle for the steppes here. And you know, if Scythia is fighting a war over here, perhaps I needn't wait too long. Let's see. This needs Transylvania. What if I did just a little quick war against Scythia, just to get Transylvania, and not to get anything further than that right now? I would like to get more, but I don't really... I kind of need to do a few cleanup wars to get a border with the rest of Scythia. I could just kind of run in and grab this really quick. Let's see, where's their capital? Do they have a non-fortified capital? Hold on. Alright. Okay, Scythia. You're really making it hard for me to not be... not drop invasion plans. What are they doing? Why did they fortify their capital in their exclave that borders me? What? Common Scythia L. What? Where are all their forts? Hold on. Okay, their capital is fortified, at the very least. Okay, and they also have earthworks. It's a double fort with earthworks. Oh my god, this is dire. This is gonna be miserable to siege whenever I have to deal with that. But also, how large is this city? 41. Oh my god. All right. Okay, well they've put all their fortification eggs in one basket, I guess. That's really strange. But either way, who would this bring in? This would bring in Bereki. It would bring in Lemshevici as well. It would not bring in Pirhici, which I wouldn't actually mind if they came in. Maybe I guess the question is, what if I took the Transylvania stuff, but then I also entered Borsenthia at the same time? I could do that, because I could take land. I could fully annex this tribe up here and enter Borsenthia like that. I'd be at war with them, so I'd have the chance to. That would expand the scope of this war a little bit, but this is something I need to do eventually. At the same time, I could just leave them for later. I'll be at war with Scythia again at some point. I could just take them on, or I could take their territory from a future war. This is very tempting. I feel like I kind of need to continue recovering from the Getia War a little bit longer, but this is a crazy opportunity. Especially because it would be for such a small peace deal. If I can avoid fighting the entire Scythian army right now, that would probably be for the best. I think this is something I should do, and I think what I should do is I should pair this with getting a holy site set up for the morale god to get the extra morale of armies in place. I think I should do that. I could strengthen my levy with just 2 more migrations. I just don't have the stability ready for it. This is a tough situation. I don't want to let this opportunity slip by. The concern, though, is I go to war with Scythia, and before I finish the war, they peace out with Yonkai, and they turn around and they come fight me, which is a danger. Like I said before, I think I'm at least as strong as Scythia, if not stronger than them right now. And after my recent pop micro, I probably am a little stronger than them overall, but for all the reasons I kind of mentioned before, militarily, Scythia is still dangerous. I have to think about this. This is a big decision, but these sorts of major operations can really take this campaign to the next level. I'll give it some thought, but I'll think about it between episodes, and I will let you know what I think in the next episode of the Sporia campaign. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.